Hello, friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. All right, it's Saturday, and usually that means it's a restaurant vlog, but because of all that's going on with my family, I'm not going to do that today. I'm not really in the mood for that. Instead, what I got to do is I got to kind of spend today getting ready for my airline trip tomorrow. I've got a lot of things to prepare for in terms of that, and so I'm going to do a bunch of that. Got to do some stuff to get the cats ready. Got to get the house buttoned up. Got to get packed, do all that fun stuff. Got to get some stuff that I need to pack. So we're just going to go around and run some errands today, get some of that stuff taken care of. I did want to give you a little bit of an update on what's going on with my father. I actually talked to my brother-in-law last night on the phone. My sister, as I've mentioned before, has flew home immediately when my father went into the hospital last week. And she's been kind of tending to things around the house. You know, it isn't really that much of a full-time job because, it's just, my father's being taken care of basically by the hospital and by the rehab center right now. And so basically the only thing that needs to be done at that point was just kind of look after the day-to-day needs for my mom. Go out and run errands, do a load of laundry, clean up a little bit in the house, go out and get some food, maybe prepare a few meals from time to time. But my mom is relatively self-sufficient. But one of the things that my brother-in-law, his name is Tom, one of the things that Tom did is he talked to my sister a couple days ago and said that you need to go look at your father's desk and see what you can find in terms of bills and specifically anything having to do with medical issues. What she did is she found something pertaining to his insurance policy, which covers long-term in-home care. Now, my father's always been kind of a frugal man. He doesn't waste money where he doesn't need to, but on important things, he'll go all out. And we discovered when my sister found that insurance policy, she sent a photograph of it to Tom, and Tom found out that my father really, since the early 2000s, has maintained a really high quality healthcare program that includes in-house or in-home health care. So he got like the Cadillac of plans. One of the things that Tom was telling me last night was that a lot of times these plans are good for a year or maybe a little bit longer, but the one my father has is for life. So once we activate the plan and get somebody in there that can help my mom on a daily basis, and hopefully my father too, if he gets past this and gets to the point where he can come home again, they're good for life. So that's a really good thing. I think one of the things I need to do when I get home, though, is try and get control of the finances. It's probably been a while since my father has paid bills, so I got to go and make sure that's all taken care of. I'm going to probably have to talk to him, figure out how he's doing that, because I don't know if he just sends in a check or if he does it online or any of that stuff. So I got to find out all that. And if he's doing it online, I need usernames and passwords and web addresses and all that stuff. So that's a big part of what I'm going to be doing, is just trying to get control of all the household expenses and stuff like that. Now, if it comes to the point where they're just my dad's just writing checks and mailing them in, then that's a piece of cake, because my parents have a joint checking account. So I can write the checks and my mom can sign them. So that will be, something that'll be relatively easy, but I have to research that and figure out what's going on. Other than that, though, I think it's probably just, going to be trying to figure out how to get this in-home healthcare thing dealt with, so that when we're ready to go, that's activated and it's good to go. There have been some good news developments. For a number of years, my sister has been trying to talk my parents into moving up to Sacramento because that's where she lives, and it'd be very easy, then for them to take care of them. My sister has 2 kids. One of them just went to school in Arizona, but the other one is in California training to be a paramedic. So the beauty of that is there's a lot of people there that can go and take care of my mother immediately if needed. Now, my mother has always been resistant to that, but apparently the events of the past few days have kind of made her reevaluate that. And I think she's really seriously considering that right now. So I think that would be a good thing. Maybe we're gonna have to get going on, maybe selling the house for them and getting her relocated up to Sacramento. But I think things are moving in a good direction for them. So, we've got to keep going on the hopes and prayers that my father recovers. But like I said, it seems that that there's been a bit of a setback. He's back to being a little bit incoherent when he speaks, and so we're just going to kind of play that by ear. But that is really what I wanted to share with you at this point. I think that's all I have to talk about right now. So I got to go run some errands. So thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.